Hey everyone, it's Scott Withers, Tournament Director of the 2020 North Umpqua Invitational presented by Invitational. This is your virtual players meeting. We get to play Whistler's Bend this weekend. We're going to play one round a day, 27 holes, and it will be tee time based. Your tee times are currently up on the PDGA website or the PDGA event page for the North Umpqua Invitational. And then if there's any other announcements, make sure you check our Facebook page out for the event. That's where all the posts, all information, all giveaways, any little contests and stuff that we're going to do, it's all on the Facebook page, so make sure you check that out. We are doing live scoring for this weekend, so pdga.com/score. The password is NUI2020. All groups are going to be responsible to do that. It helps to keep paper cards out of it. With all the COVID stuff going on, the PDGA recommends to use digital scoring. Their digital scoring platform is super good. We've been using it for most of our tournaments around the Northwest this year. It is going to be required for all groups. We will have paper scorecards available just in case a group is having trouble getting their phones to connect. We know that certain carriers can be a little rough at Whistler's in terms of service. I have AT&T and I have service in probably 95% of the park at this point. Hole 1 is kind of where I don't have service, right at the tee box, and then after that it gets better. You only have to have service when you load the scorecard, and then when you're going to submit the scorecard, it doesn't matter if your phone's kind of going in and out through the round. It will allow you to upload scores as you go. The state this week came out with some more social distancing and mask requirements, so even outdoors at this point, if you are in an area where you cannot maintain proper social distance, they are requiring masks. So please bring one with you. Maybe when you check in is a good time to wear it. We are going to trust that you as players can be responsible and wear them when needed. If you're out on the course, make sure you're just keeping your distance from each other, but do not feel like you have to wear a mask. You can if you would like to. Players pack. So all AMs are getting a grab bag filled with stuff. It's got a disc, a hat, a shirt, and some other sweet things in it. And then you're also getting 2 discs from the Tiger Disc shop. He will be there at check-in time for you to pick those out. He'll have a bunch of different manufacturers and discs for you to choose from. That is available from 7:30 a.m. until 5 p.m. on Saturday. Please make sure you come by at that time to take your players pack. Pros, you are also getting a custom NUI 2020 mouse pad, like computer mouse pad. So make sure you swing by the booth as you check in for the tournament and grab yours as well. Parking passes. If you're not camping at Whistler's, please make sure that you have your parking pass showing. You can get those at the front gate to the park. You can also get those in the park. Excuse me. Sorry, I got a train going by my house. In the parking lot where you would be putting your vehicle if you are not camping. Please make sure you fill those out and display the pass. If you are camping, the park host will provide you with a parking pass for the weekend. It's usually hooked on the little sign that says your campsite number. Throw that in your dashboard if you're going to go somewhere out of your campsite for parking. They can and will give tickets, so make sure that you have that taken care of. Thank you to our sponsors for the event. So Innovadiscs for being the title sponsor, Tiger Discs as they're helping with the players packs, Inked Games or Ink Gaming as they provided all of the custom NUI mouse pads, Valley Health Clinic who not only donated to the tournament but has also put a $100 ace bounty on hole 7. So if anyone gets hole 7, not only do you get the ace pot if you were signed up for it, but you also get an extra $100. That goes for anyone, even if you didn't sign up for the ace pot. That $100 on hole 7 is sponsored by Valley Health Clinic. And then lastly, Jason Koch, thank you for your donation. He is an Innova ambassador, so sponsoring the event means a lot to us. So thank you, Jason, for that. Thank you to all T-Sign sponsors. You're going to see the names of all 27 of them out on the course this weekend. We couldn't do it without you guys, so thank you very much. The player's guide was emailed to you today. It has all the rules for each hole on one side. It has all like tournament procedures and rules and a thank you to our sponsor on the other. Please make sure you either download that on your phone or you can grab a hard copy of it from the table at check-in. But those will be the official rules for every hole. It is on the player's guide. If you have any questions about out-of-bounds rules or how a hole is supposed to be played, it will all be on your player's guide. And then that player's guide should match up to the notes section on the digital scoring page too. So as you're keeping score, If it says hole 1, like you're going to have a little note over the top of it that says no out of bounds or out of bounds on the road and over. Whatever the case may be with those holes, but it should be on both. This is a PDGA B tier, so all PDGA rules are strictly enforced. No smoking or drinking during the round. If you do have a cigarette that you're going to smoke during the round, make sure you're getting to a paved area to do that. Whistler's is dry. It's summertime. The last thing we need is a cigarette butt causing a fire or something at the course. Also, not cool. A lot of your card mates probably aren't going to enjoy it. If you do need one, make sure you're taking time where you're on one of the roads or you're in a parking lot. Make sure that you are not smoking on the grassy areas and keep it away from your card mates, please. Keep up pace of play. Whistlers can take a long time to play, and we know that. So 3 minutes to look for a disc. There's a couple holes that you could throw one into some stuff where you have to look for it. When the whole group starts looking, start that timer. 3 minutes. If not, go ahead and go back to the tee, take a one-stroke penalty, and rethrow. For pace of play. When you play hole, it's not a bad idea on hole 7 actually, but when you play hole 17 going down the hill, when you get all the way down the hill, before you throw your putts, turn around, look up, and let the group above you throw their drives down the hill. That keeps pace of play going, and honestly, it gives them 4 spotters at least at the bottom of the hill to watch where their drives are going so you can help them find it. Then when they get down, they can spot for the next group. Just make sure if you see a group on that tee pad on 17, you're waving them on. After you finish on hole 7, it's not a bad idea to turn around and let them throw at that point too. Please arrive at your hole no less than 20, or at hole 1, no less than 20 minutes before your scheduled tee time. So if your scheduled tee time is 9:40, please make sure you're there by 9:20. That way you can get checked in, you can get your players pack, and you can be ready to go on time. If you miss your tee time for any reason on Saturday because of COVID-19 restrictions and the waiver that we have to have players sign, you are out of the tournament. If you do not make your tee time, your spot could be filled with somebody waiting, but you are out. You do not get to start late because we do have to have a waiver signed before you can even step foot onto the course that releases the tournament and the PDGA and the Parks Department from any retaliation due to COVID-19 restrictions. Okay. Scores and tee times. So we're all using the digital scoring app, so scores should be once a round is finalized, upload it automatically to the PDGA site. You should be able to check live scoring during the round if you want, or you should be able to sit back at camp and watch live scoring for other divisions if you want. Tee times will be posted on the players' boards that are at Tournament Central no more than 1 hour after the last card in that division finishes. So MA40 is our first group off. They're going to play. Once they're done, 1 hour after that last card gets done, their tee times will be posted. We're not going to wait for all the other divisions. We will post them all individually. So hang out after your round for an hour or be ready to check the PDGA site. All tee times will be uploaded on the PDGA site before 8:30 in the evening. And honestly, it'll be once that FPO card gets done, who's the last ones to tee off. And I believe they go off at 1:12 p.m. So it'll be a little later in the afternoon or evening by the time they get done. We'll get tee times posted to the PDGA site as early as we can. But if you are out at Whistler's, and I know most people are camping for this event, you can come by Tournament Central and check the players' boards for tee times no more than an hour after the last card finishes in your division. Lastly, let's have some fun. It's Whistler's. We're really lucky. We get to go out there. They let us on their parks and on their property despite all the stuff going on with COVID. Let's make sure we're being respectful of the rules and of the park. Drink plenty of water this weekend. It's going to be warm. Drink water before, during, and after your rounds. Make sure you stay hydrated so we're not having any issues. It looks like it's probably going to be mid to upper 80s on Saturday and low 90s on Sunday. It's going to be hot. Make sure that you are hydrated and ready to go. Lastly, bring your flotation devices. We know how awesome the North Umpqua River is. Be ready to do that float. Be ready to play in the water. This should be a great weekend. I can't wait to see you guys all on Saturday. Thanks for listening. And good luck in the 2020 North Umpqua Invitational.